Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Developer Experience Office Hour here on OpenShift TV. I am Chris Short, executive producer of OpenShift TV, as well as a principal technical marketing manager here at OpenShift. I'm joined today by a bevy of guests and really hosts. I mean, to be honest with you, let's just go around the horn. I'll start to my left. Serena Nichols from the future. Please feel free to introduce yourself. Tell us what you're doing today here.
Sure. Hey, everybody. My name's Serena Nichols. I'm one of the OpenShift product managers for the developer tooling space, specifically focusing on the developer console. And a bunch of us are here today to talk about the look at the submissions for the OpenShift console customization competition. So we're really excited. I will pass over to Ali.
And I will unmute. Hey everybody, Ali Mobram here. I'm the OpenShift console PM, specifically focused on the admin side. So really glad to be here today and to go over this console customization stuff with you. And I'll pass it over to Ryan.
Hey, how's it going? Ryan Jarvinen from the OpenShift Developer Advocate team. You could find me online most places, usually here, but also as Ryan J, most places online. And I'm happy to have Andrew Block, one of our engineering, I don't know, someone I look up to as a solid engineer in the OpenShift organization. So Andrew, nice to have you here as well.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks,
one
everyone.
of our heavyweights. Yeah,
really.
Sure. Hey, everyone. Andy Block. I'm a distinguished architect with Red Hat Consulting, working in the field with our customers, being able to see how the OpenShift Web Console actually resonates with our customers, what they can get out of it, what makes their lives easier. That's why we're all here and working with Serena and Ali and Ryan to really make this a whole experience across the board.
Awesome. So we have slides, we've got polling, we've got things to show off. We ready to dive into this?
All kinds of fun today. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We covered this on a couple of previous shows. So for folks in the audience, hopefully this is somewhat familiar. Yeah, exciting stuff, customizing the OpenShift console.
I remember this slide.
Yeah. All right, so we're ready to kick it off? Okay, cool. So again, we're here today to kind of go through the PRs. So if people remember, October 13th, we opened the registration. This was a public competition to showcase the best of the OpenShift Web Console customization submissions. And today, what we're going to be doing is determining the winners live using Mentimeter later on. So first, I wanted to acknowledge the fact that we are getting 10 participants actually put it up PRs, and they are all going to get participation swag. So kudos to Eduardo from Red Hat, Ezequiel from Telecom Argentina, Ken from Red Hat, Leonardo from Red Hat, Mario from Sopra Steria, Pratik from Red Hat, Rajib, Sumit, Wojtek, and Wolfgang, all from Red Hat as well. So thanks everybody for your time in doing this, and we're really excited to start looking at things. But first, what I wanted to do is do a quick review of the guidelines. So everybody, what you needed to do is you needed to register and then submit a PR using the template in a repo. And what we asked for was a README file that includes screenshots capturing what had been customized, as well as supporting code and explicit steps on how to accomplish this. And the why, so like how does this help? What does it do for you or users of the console itself? So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Ali, who's going to talk about the supported mechanisms that you can customize the console with.
Yeah, so we'll do a quick recap of the different extension points for customizing the console. If we go to the next slide, please. All right, so the console allows you to customize several different areas. We'll start off with the links. The console link CRD allows you to customize help menu, user menu, application menu, and also the project dashboard. So it's a really nifty tool to be able to link out to whatever your users may need. The next extension point we have is the console notification CRD. This allows you to put notifications at the top or bottom of your console. to inform your users, to let them know it's a production system, whatever your needs are, it's there for you to take advantage of. The next thing that we have to allow you to customization is branding, right? So we allow you to customize the logo, the about box, the login page, and we'll see some really fun creative stuff coming up soon. Also, we allow you to customize the console CLI download. So if your users use a certain CLI often, you can make sure they're using the correct one. So you can post a link to your version of that CLI right through the console. For the console link, we actually also allow you to do the application from the application launcher, the little 3-square icon at the very top. You can also set categories there. So we let you kind of group your links to external links any way you like. And then the next one we have on the bottom is the project scope console link. So if you have something in context that may not be cluster-wide scope, this is a great place to put links that are in context for that project. Next slide, please. YAML samples. So for any resource in Kubernetes, you can come in and add samples. So you don't have to go and kind of like, look in the internet or try to find something. Once you find a good example that you want to share with the rest of your team, this is a great way to kind of put it into the console. So it's there at your fingertips and you're able to come and quickly access it. Next slide, please. In addition to YAML samples, we have snippets. So samples come in and replace the existing YAML page. Snippets come in and inject a YAML snippet into the existing YAML document. So there's a little bit of a nuance there, but also a great way to kind of keep track of useful things and be right at your fingertips again. Next slide, please. In 4.6, we add the ability for you to come in, add your own customized Helm chart repos. So kind of like we do with operators, you can come in and create your custom catalog of your operators. You can now do this with Helm charts as well. Next slide, please. Now, this one is a little bit advanced. Quick starts, we just put out quick starts in 4.6, but in 4.7, we're actually making this extensible. So you could come and create your own quick starts. So if someone wanted to go grab the nightly, they can now actually grab the nightly build and they could actually start creating quick starts. So I just wanted to share this with you. It's a little bit futuristic, but it's also now. So if you wanted, like I said, with a nightly build, you could do this. Next slide, please. All right, so we kind of did a quick recap of all the different extension points with CRDs that we have. I will quickly want to talk about like a scoring guide, right? So we have a couple different areas where we think we should try to focus on when we're judging the submissions that we got, right? So the first one's readability. Let's think about this as did the user provide a good README, include screenshots, did they explain why they did the extension mechanism the way they did. The next category we want to kind of think of is creativity, fun. How cool is this? Did it make you smile? That's the way I like to think of it. The next section or next category I would say is complexity. Did they actually come and build on top of the existing functionality and do some cool stuff that way as well? The next item is breadth. Did their submission include a bunch of different extension points, right? How many of them did they try to use? And then finally, unsanctioned. Did they come and create an extension or a customization that wasn't part of what we just showed you previously here? That's always, again, a cool, fun thing that it's just great to see people's creativity and what they come up with. So here's our scoring guide for y'all. I'm going to hand back to Serena. Or no, actually Ryan. Ryan's going to kind of go through the submissions for us now.
Yeah, so
Right.
keep in mind for folks in the audience, we want you to pay attention and judge for yourselves. Feel free to follow along with this scoring guide that we've suggested, but it's kind of up to you to maybe take a note of your favorite submissions and favorite features, and then help us with the voting at the end of the show.
You want us to do comments,
Yeah.
start posting.
Yeah. Hopefully, make some notes in the comments, and hopefully we'll be able to reach some consensus.
The other thing
on,
too, I'd also say just remember the PR number, because that is how we're identifying the voting, is by PR number and GitHub ID. So jot those down.
Yeah. So let's see if I can switch my video over. This is on github.com. There's Red Hat developer / OpenShift web console customizations is the repo that we're looking at. We have 10 open PRs in here that we will be going through. And I have some notes on how I was going to approach this. I think our first submission we were going to look at is PR number 8 from Samit. So let's take a look at this one here. This is kind of a base, a minimal example that includes one of the CRDs. Let's take a look at the files changed on this one, and we can see there's a single YAML file. It is a console link is the type of resource, custom resource that we're working with. We've added the submitter here has added a specific name, and then there's a spec field. So they've put in a link to a custom help menu location, and there's some extra text here noting that this one is going to appear across all namespaces, so it should be kind of globally available in the menu.
Hey, Ryan, people are asking if there's a way to make it a little bit bigger.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Sorry to
I
bother you.
already bumped it quite a bit, but let's see. Is this a little bit better? Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to share your screen? I mean, that would take the entire
yeah,
display space.
Let's see if I can do presentation mode. Let me find that. Dun, 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 dun. Share screen.
You can do it, I believe.
Up to about this.
The screen sharing shuffle, folks.
Yeah.
The joys of Zooming.
Open system preference.
And you use, like, to be clear, folks, he's using like the bleeding edge stuff. Jeez, I forget the even name of it. You're using Silverblue, right?
This is actually just Apple, an Apple machine.
Oh, here. I should have known from the preferences thing. Sorry. Folks.
Yeah. I usually use Silverblue, but I'm not always able to get the screen sharing working on that. So I usually just pipe the video in through my webcam to make things easier. So, let's see. That's what you're seeing now is basically through the webcam. Let me see if this share screen button.
So somebody's suggesting if we all shut off our video, it might be able to make his larger too.
Give it a second.
Is that sharing?
Okay.
It is sharing, yes. Swipe
all right.
over. There you go. Ta-da.
Cool.
Success.
Perfect.
I figured it out. Give me my honorary computer science degree or Zoom degree, I guess. So yeah, here, let me know if I need to bump the font any further.
Oh, you're good.
But
You're good.
All right.
Everybody was like immediately like, yes, that's better. There you go.
Perfect. So this is like I said, the kind of resource is console link, pretty small spec area, and this will just ensure that you have a help menu item that's consistently available.
So as a community reviewer, one of the things that jumps out there is I have no idea how to use this. What do I do? Like, is there a README? Is there some way to implement this? I always assume, like, when I'm working with anyone, it's like, assume I'm an idiot. I don't know anything. I have no idea. What's a console link? Huh?
Assume I know nothing.
Yeah, right. Well, one of the nice things about CRDs and the kind of native extensibility, usually the install pattern for these is just kubectl apply -f on this YAML file, and you could just grab the raw version of it. I don't recommend running random YAML from across the internet, but these are ones that we've kind of done a little bit of review on, at least. There could be definitely some more files along with this. This is just a single file. So yeah, README would be nice. I think other submissions have things like screenshots and other things to make the judging process a little easier. Next up, we have PR number 4, which is right here by E2 team. this one has added location changes and an addition of a company logo. Let's see if I can find and they've added a screenshot as well.
Bonus points for that.
Yeah.
Right?
I can be lazy.
Let's see. So the HTML has looks like embedded. We've got an embedded image in here where the source data is set. So this is a SVG image that they've kind of injected into the HTML as a way to avoid another kind of upload. Looks like they're extending, adding some kind of padding around an image. I don't see the actual login. It looks like they're adding some, nice kind of additional login welcome screen text here. Let me see if I can find the screenshot. Not sure if I have access to open this.
I believe in you. Do you?
Yeah. Let's see. What is this over here? Display no, I don't want.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can
There we
display a diff to see the
The
contents of the
rich
image.
diff. I did not know that.
Okay.
Cool.
So this is a custom login screen. I'll try to boost this a little bit. Yeah.
A little weird that they showed the actual unrendered template.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But it's a screenshot.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
How many of you know Golang? Golang templates. I saw some in there.
Ah, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
It's basically looping over all the different providers and then being able to display them each one in a row.
Okay. And yeah, I've seen some people try to template in, I think, I wonder if we have an example coming up later. I know the notification CRD allows you to add new notifications on the screen, and you could potentially template in things like a username or other things like that.
I was on one of these shows. God, I think it's when we announced it back in October, where we showcased removing the cube admin from the login screen, so there's no way to customize it.
Nice. Looks like our next submission here is from Eduardo Henrik. PR number 13 for folks that are tracking the PR numbers. And let's take a look. It looks like they've included a README along with a submission. So they have a custom OpenShift login page submission. Let's take a look at the files.
I was gonna say too, I think if you hit the three dots there, you'll be able to save view file up on the top there.
Yeah,
and you should be able to see it with
Gives you a better view.
images and everything.
Yeah, without the side by side versus no content. I don't need a split view versus a previous
view of
record
nothing?
on this. Yeah. Yeah.
Super helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. All right. Yeah, thanks for the UI tip. Yeah. All right. So custom login page. Looks like you can modify the default OAuth configuration using OC edit on the OAuth's resource named cluster. And then they're going to add in, there's a login templating. So let's see if I could find any more details in the diff.
You know what? I think you're viewing the README, not the README.md. If you view the README.md, you'll see the very pretty picture of the login screen with a different background and all kinds of cool things.
And a sub README directory, it looks like.
Yeah, let me go back to files changed and see if I can,
go.
or if there's a better way to.
Nope, scroll back down.
It's
Scroll
the
down a little
second
bit.
one, yeah.
Second
There you
one,
go.
here we go.
And then go to the three dots on the right side and say view. There we go.
And voila.
Aha, screenshot
there
and
we go.
everything.
Wow.
Great. Much better. OC create secret, generate login template from file. Then you'll do the OC edit OAuths. So this has, yeah, custom.
That's fancy.
Login screen here. Looks
some kind of IDP logos, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely an image block. That's what it looks like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. So definitely a nice way to set up your initial login screen with your own kind of company backdrop and edit it for your own authorization
I'm sure
setup as well.
Sure, there's a study out there that's like the most calming background you could ever use. You should put that.
I believe they say taupe is very, very calming.
Is taupe really? Is that why all the offices of like the 80s were all in like, or early 90s were all like brown?
For movie buffs out there, it's a great line from Ocean's 11.
Oh God. Okay. Me showing my lack of pop culture knowledge.
All right. Next submission is from Wojtek Trochi. Hopefully I got your name right. Sorry if I didn't. Thank you very much for the submission. Let's see what we got in here. Looks like they've added a custom sidebar, possibly some additional images, made a bunch of updates in their README, and noted some kind of inspiration they had. Nice work on this PR. All right, cool. Let's take a look at the files in here. See if I could find the correct README. Looks like we've got, this one looks like a likely README. Okay, let's open that one up. And then there's this PNG as well. Let me see if I can take a look at that PNG first. Oh, so I think this is this one was a one that I was not expecting at all, but we traditionally have a developer perspective and a admin perspective. And this is like a throwback social media perspective, I think. Or no, it's a kind of a custom perspective view that he's added in.
So this is not one of the support or sanctioned extension mechanisms, but
yeah, let's see what the README said. See if they have a little more explanation on exactly what they're thinking about here. Yeah,
I'm curious the customization details.
Whoa.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I wanted to see how we can extend current customization engine, deliver more customizations rather than use current ones. Looked into numerous areas and picked one that I think might be the most important to start with. Started experimenting with the overall OpenShift customization on code level and seeing if there is an easy way to add some pluggability extensions to address issues of the UI I have known from the field. My main target was to keep code on the OpenShift UI small and have well-documented extension mechanisms, etc. Wow. Okay. This is a whole new concept of the sidebar, basically. Okay.
Yeah. So like I was showing, this is a better illustration of this. So yeah, a whole new category here, newly organized sidebar. We've had definitely talks about how you can customize this sidebar in the past, but having it as a whole selectable perspective is really interesting.
Very cool.
So for more information on this particular approach, I think this allows like a really highly customized Kubernetes experience. You could make your experience much more PaaS-like, or if you're into the platform as a service style developer enablement, you could really narrow in on a specific kind of flavor of development productivity that meets the needs of your environment or your problem set, if you needed to.
Like from my customer standpoint, they can just customize it so it's very in tune to what they want for their development teams.
Right.
That's the key.
I think this is a rather interesting take on it, right? Like let's only show, like let's have a view that only shows our app or our applications, right? Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you could almost have like almost like an app specific sidebar, or
this
or
app team has their own view, and it's like an amalgam of administrator and dev, right? Like that's pretty wild. Cool though.
And just to remind people, this is what, PR 12?
It's let me double check that. I think it is. No, 13. This is number 13.
Lucky number 13.
Wait a minute. No, 12. That's right. 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
13
okay.
was the last one with the just the welcome screen that was
Okay.
customized.
All right, cool. So 12 is the one with the customer perspective. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not part of our recommended list of customizations for this contest, but really, really impressive.
Very outside the box. Yes.
Yeah. Really cool. Next one up is number 11.
A quick comment on the last one. So you could probably do your own personal customizations to the console because everything is open source. The only recommendation I have against doing that is when we upgrade, that won't be supported, right? So the extension mechanism that we've given you all is because we can make sure that when we upgrade, it'll still all be there and it'll be working and you'll be happy. So just I'm gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, and the thing is too, like today in the dev perspective, we do allow you to add more. But this is a great thing to think about for future. Like, I love talking about the future. So
yes, I was about to say, you said those words.
All right, this next submission looks like we've got a login page customization. There's a couple different PNGs. This particular submitter did contribute, it looks like 3 different DS store
I hope there's
files.
I guess they're on a map.
Friendly reminder: global ignore ignore exists. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, Andrew.
They're on a Mac, I guess.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the submission, Leonardo, past consultant. Yeah, out of Sao Paulo. Thanks.
Say that last name. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm afraid
Southern upbringing is showing.
Yeah, but thank you very much for your submission. Let's take a look at this. Looks like you can use OC Create Secret to set up this login template. And then you want to edit the auths configuration. After that, this is probably the most styling login screen I've seen so far out of maybe my favorite example for a login.
It is
screen.
cool to get the OpenShift logo back there.
In the background, yeah.
Yeah, you got the OpenShift logo in the background. You got like a company logo in the foreground. That's cool.
Good.
Very nice.
All right. And it looks like he's configured a custom provider as well. So this could be tied in, and it says username and password, but can be tied in with your corporate auth. Here's a drop down for choosing.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Instead of having them all just be appear, out of the default, actually have a drop down.
I like that.
Very nice.
Cool.
We should make that by default for the console. Get a drop down so the list.
That's not a bad
Somebody's
idea.
got to put that on their backlog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Choose your provider.
This stuff was great.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if you
Yes.
could even like customize like the choose your provider bit based off like where you're in, like if you're in the Office network versus not in the Office network kind of thing, right? Like,
If you can pull it via HTML, it's possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ryan, I'm just going to ask you. So the one that we just showed, that was 11.
That was, yeah.
Okay.
right. Yep.
And now we are going to
Next up is submission number 10.
Sweet.
And it looks like they've got a login HTML. They've added a screen capture, even a login video. Let's take a look at this. All right. And this is from Kim Mohini.
Matrix.
Yeah, let's
Best
take a
movie
look
ever.
at this README
Great
file.
movie.
Okay, Matrix style dripping text login screen. You've got a slightly customized login here. I see there's a,
Oh, it's animal.
ooh, hard to see here. I don't know if the color's coming through on the video, but there's a very faint
It's
red.
not.
Yeah, not
Mhm.
not easy enough to see. I will post. Let me see if I could post this URL
Yeah, please.
into chat. Da-da-da. Okay, here is. Let me see. Where's the?
I'm gonna see if I can spin this one up because it looks really interesting. So give me a minute. In my cluster.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I posted it into our chat in Twitch.
Thank you.
For folks who are following along from home, you can view it on your own screen and
Lies. Somehow that didn't work. That link is dead. There's splats in it. That's weird.
There's splats in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, while Alan
Worked for me.
is,
It did work for you?
Yeah.
Oh. I got a 404.
huh?
This isn't a
Interesting.
restricted project, is it? No.
Yeah.
it
If you're in the
weird.
audience,
Okay.
let us know if that link is
Yeah.
working for you.
All right,
And yeah.
I got it spun up. Let me share my screen. It looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I got it now.
All
Thanks.
right. Let's
Sorry.
see if I can figure out how to stop presenting, and then you can take over for a second.
Cool.
Let's see this thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what it's doing now. That's slick. It's very subtle though.
Yeah, it's pretty faint. It looks
Oh,
nice
boy.
on like
Yeah.
Look
a
at this.
a
Yeah,
good
that's
monitor.
slick.
Can you see it
So
now?
what is this? Is actually running? You got this
Yeah.
in the cluster,
Yep.
Andrew?
It's in a cluster. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
So you can actually see the drippingness.
Yeah, like that's
It's
that's
slick.
cool. Like that is very, very slick.
There's your
We
fun
should-
factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those should all be little OpenShift O's, Ali.
Like I'm not gonna lie. If I saw this, I'm like, okay, I gotta get in and actually look at what this platform can provide.
Yeah.
Cool
I
stuff.
would want it
This
like as
is
soon as I hit the
slick.
login button, does it play a little like hacker voice? I'm in or something. As soon
That'd
You're
be
ready
pretty
to enter the
cool.
matrix.
yeah.
All right.
Cool.
So going back just to remind people, that one was number 10. Yeah, number 10.
Yeah, people like that one. Chat is just like, ooh, that's very nice. And that MP4 is actually in there, so you can go grab that. You can like grab the whole thing and do it to your cluster right now, right? Like, yeah.
See Steve's comment? You pick which pill you want.
So Andrew, how long did it take you to set that one up on a cluster?
It's literally 2 commands. You go in and add
Boom.
the secrets, and you just modify it. Modify the OAuth. So anyone at home, if you got a cluster and you want to play around with it, or spin up on CRC, go for it.
Yeah, CRC is a good place to tinker with this stuff, by the way. Let me drop a link to that if I got one. No, I don't have a command for that. I should get a command for that.
Okay, so that was number 10. Congratulations to Ken on that one. Nice work. Super entertaining. Next up, we have PR number 9 from Rajib. Let's see. Looks like he has included a README.
Nice.
A couple updates on there, uploaded images, some screenshots, YAML,
Nice.
all kinds of YAML links. Wow, yeah. Okay. Lots of links, lots of I saw some notes that this was going to be a big change. So let me take a look at this. Oh, 43 files changed in this submission.
Wow.
So you get to the, luckily the README is right here near the top.
You went for it. It was awesome.
Yeah, if you're gonna go for it, go for it.
So it looks like they have they've added a custom logo and product name right here. Okay, sample company with some kind of bird. And then added custom links into the web console. So in the help menu up here, when you find the help icon, you should have a bunch of new console links. So the very first entry we reviewed was a single console link item. This person has added maybe 10 console links in here.
Wow.
So here's the new expanded help menu. You can contact Red Hat support. I'm not sure which one of these he added and whether contact Red Hat was in there originally or not, but cool that all of these, you could go right to the learning portal. OpenShift blog, I'm pretty sure we do not include that link by default, but I'm in favor.
We do.
Go for it. We
do?
do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Learning portal and OpenShift blog, I think we do.
Okay.
The rest, the Red Hat's CD database, contact Red Hat, OCP release, those are new. Very cool.
Very cool. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. So if you had your, some internal tech resources hub where folks go to find out how to set up their environments or where to get file support tickets internally within your company, this would be a great place to tie into your own internal IT systems as needed.
Like if you use ServiceNow, you can link to that and create your tickets. So.
Yeah.
I mean, having the links like this is just critical, especially for all my customers, because a lot of times I work in a lot of large organizations and they have no idea a lot of times on who to talk to, and providing those quick resources is key.
Yeah, especially for new users, for onboarding, having a link right here to contact your IT team or something like that. It's really, really pretty cool. Looks like we've got more.
App menu too.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is neat. Google Meet.
Launch a meeting.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's creative.
And the what type of menu is this?
This is the app launcher.
This is the app. Yeah.
App. Okay. Cool.
Nice.
So you got your cluster manager, launch a meeting right in there. Nice.
Oh, and the link to the subscription manager too.
Uh-huh.
That's very cool.
Wow. Really, really full featured submission here.
Good.
Looks like this is a submission for a namespaced dashboard. So is this dashboard modification only showing up in a certain namespace?
So on the right side of that image, we have a launcher card. So if you have project specific context of like stuff, you could link to an external dashboard or report or whatever that is just related to this namespace or project. So this is very cool. They've taken advantage of every.
I was just going to say, if we had a report card, I'd wonder if there's a check for every single thing you just went through, Ollie. Pretty close.
Right. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
No Helm chart repo, maybe. Could be the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's more launcher options, request elevated privileges. Looks like some identity provider login enhancements as well.
Nice.
Custom login page. Wow.
I wish I was that creative.
Yeah, me too. I wish I had that
Banners
big
too,
of a
my
left
goodness.
brain.
Okay, so here's the this is a new topic that we haven't seen a demo of yet, and with this exceptional submission, it looks like we've got a notification banner example that we can show off. So
wow,
here is the YAML that we'll be loading. The kind of resource that we're using is a console notification CR. This is going to be, I guess we're naming it banner top and storing it in a banner top orientation. There's some text to be provided and an additional link and color. Here's the result here after you OC apply that YAML. It says, kindly note that we will be experiencing server downtime due to infrastructure maintenance on the 31st of December from 11 p.m. till midnight.
Now that's useful.
There you go. And then a link to the maintenance schedule. So if your IT department wanted to distribute these type of alerts to folks, let them know of outages or planned downtime, other things like that. This looks really useful. This is showing off a notification at the top, and I think he has a matching notification at the bottom as well. Here, copyright notice and additional link.
So I would be curious if you could somehow link that top banner with like a status page, right? Like, you've got internal services, you have a status page for it, right? Like if something goes red, like it get an API call in, dump like some text into that file or something, right? Like there's 1,001 ways you could do this, I feel like, but that would be super cool, right? Like your internal dashboard, something goes down and it automatically pops up there in OpenShift. That would be really, really neat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you already have an API for it. It's basically just sending one of these entities over the network with sufficient authorization. If they had a kubeadmin key or something, they could blast this out to every cluster that you were administering. So yeah, really, really useful. Customizing CLI download. So usually we have command links to get your command line login, OC login command, and notes on how to download the command line tools as well. This is an example showing customized CLI download instructions. So if you had additional tooling, maybe. Yeah.
Guys, I'm not that I don't want to give this one justice. We still have, I think, 3 or 4 more, and
and
just to keep an eye on the clock.
Minutes.
Yeah. I need reminders on the clock.
Sorry.
So thank you. Thanks for checking in with me.
Fine.
Yeah. Cool. So
and a reminder too that next week what we're going to do is we're going to invite the top 3 winners back to go through these things in detail as well.
For a more detailed review. Well, don't let me spill the whole this one may be in one of our top submissions. We'll see how the audience responds to this one. Keep this one in mind. This was number 9, PR number 9. Cool. All right. I think the following, we've got 3 more submissions to look at, and they're all pretty juicy. So let's see how we can get through them.
Did you do 8? Sorry.
No, we don't have. Let's see. We did do 8. That was our very first review.
Okay, got it. All right.
This is number 7.
This one I'm excited to see.
All right. I'm going to go right to the files changed and see if they've got a README.
There you go.
Yeah, and this
helps explain
submission actually, they made an initial submission and then followed up with a secondary, but the first, there's some pretty cool things here as well.
So this does have kind of a ops updates.
Nice.
Check out the status of your pipeline. Click here. And so your cluster may be tied to other clusters in a release pipeline, having information about how things are going down the pipe or upstream or vice versa. It's definitely useful.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, they have a notification when Twitch TV is live. Oh, I'm guessing it would be firing.
Gotta love that.
OpenShift TV is going live. Follow Chris Short to understand what the hell you were doing.
Somebody appreciates you, Chris.
All right.
I love y'all out there. Y'all are the
This is
best. That's amazing.
Okay. Well, there you go. Pretty good example. It looks
So,
like
but
there's some.
This
there's
one's
so much more
interesting
here.
because
Yeah.
this one has an app. This one is almost like what we talked about a minute ago with, having an API that you can call that can create these objects. This is basically it. Someone evidently, channeled Serena's vision of thinking about from the future here.
Right. No kidding.
So they have an Argo CD app, and then is it making calls to update the notification banner?
That's amazing.
Yeah, it looks like what it does is it goes in and every hour on a cron job will go in and do a query of Argo CD endpoints and updates the status based upon it.
Obviously,
So
we could tune that to go even faster and more often. I mean, that's brilliant.
Awesome.
let me point out this one line from the to-do section in the README. They say the submitter would also want to build this with the operator SDK if possible, and they are looking for volunteers to help explain how to create this from scratch. They also think this would be a great topic for the OpenShift TV channel. So thanks for the submission. Really cool integration and really kind of thinking outside the box on this one with the custom application with Argo CD.
Yeah, that's
And
next
again,
level.
that was number 7, I think, right?
Yeah, submission number
Yeah,
7.
Awesome. Cool. So 2
All right.
more.
I like
All
that
right.
idea of creating a console notification operator.
Yeah.
Help you manage all
I
that.
mean, I can find some folks to help with that. Let me grab that little piece, snippet there and send it over to some friends here in a little bit.
All right, let's see. Entry number 5 from Pratik in Bangalore, India. Let's check out this README. Okay, so it looks like we've got some custom menu links. Open a support case with Red Hat.
Nice.
Ooh, Helm. There we go.
Added the GitHub work too there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
OpenShift
He's
GitHub
talking to you
org.
here with Helm, right?
And then, yeah, this is really nice. The Helm repository integration. So it looks like we've got a custom Helm repository. Here's the GitHub link to OpenShift on GitHub, where you can get your latest CLI releases some of the time. Let's see.
Helm repos.
So yeah, here's the Helm chart repository CR. It looks like they're going to be using the Azure samples.
Nice.
Huh.
That's kind of like a quick start of your own, as you will, just with Helm, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like for my customers, a lot of them have their own Helm chart repositories. Being able to integrate that into the console is pretty key. Make your developers be productive as possible really quickly.
Yeah, and it shows up right as a category in the developer catalog. So developers just click on, new content, and there's a checkbox for all the items in Helm if they want to narrow down to that specific type of content.
So we need to get the last one out the door here.
All right.
We have to vote on these things, and that does
Okay.
take a certain amount of time.
All right. Let's see. I can get back to the last one is submission number 3. And we will have more time to review these next week. This is from Wolfgang in Raleigh. Let's take a look at the README. Okay. Customization
Oh, neat.
details. Background logo.
Okay.
Very cool.
HTTP password credentials, LDAP.
Here's a custom
Place
logo up here. Custom text. So they're setting up kind of a training system look, adding in a lot of custom help.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
Got usage information for folks who might want to pick this up and try it out on their own cluster, and an agnostic D workload. That's kind of something specific to Ansible, I guess. Is that right?
I mean, it's a tool built on Ansible that we use in the Red Hat development system to like build out new workshops and stuff. So it's technically an open source project, but the only place I've ever seen it uses our HPDS. So,
yeah. Okay. Cool. So that's the help menu added, login background, and custom logo on that last submission from Wilhelm. So that is it for our contestants.
Cool.
All right.
To the voting.
I'm going to take over sharing then.
Please do.
Yeah. Let me see if I can stop.
See if I can get this Mentimeter thing to pop up properly. Let's see if it will work.
Screen sharing shuffle.
You never know.
There we go.
Okay, I just have to put it in present mode, and it should be telling you on the top how to vote.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
There you go.
Let's go over here.
So you're going to go in, you click on that link, enter the code, and you'll be able to vote for your top 3 in ranked order. As people start voting, you guys will see the results shown live, and we'll be determining the top 3 winners. So hopefully people are doing that. Unfortunately for me, I can't see the link.
I dropped it in chat. Don't worry.
Okay, see.
So it's just menti.com with an I, and then you type in that 5650245 code.
Okay, cool.
And it drops you right in.
Thank you.
So we are hoping that you have remembered maybe your favorite 3 submissions. The menu may allow you to choose more than 3 if you have more than 3 favorites, but try to get your top 3 listed in here, and we'll follow up with a more detailed review of those next week.
Yeah, like I'm leaning in trying to read it, Serena. I'm not sure if you can even increase the size in presentation mode, but yeah.
Oh, let's see. I don't know if I can.
I think it's because you just had to squeeze so much into like the
Text
answer
into
section.
it. Yeah. So right now, number 9 is first.
This is a
right
fast
now.
moving.
That's the one with the 43 files.
Right.
Number second is the one with the Twitch banner and the custom node app. Oh boy, we're switching up. Third right now is PR number 3, which was the help menu, login background, and logo. 4th right now is PR number 10, which was the matrix login screen. So keep your voting. Oh, we're going switching back. What was that, Ollie? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Which is the one with the drop down with the off choices?
Oh, that was a good one. I think that was.
I think that was PR. I think was it number 4. E2 team. I wrote custom logo screen with different providers, so I'm thinking that's what it was. Although it could have also been 13. I don't know. I didn't.
Well, yeah, it does say custom login with OAuth setup. Let me look real quick. Go back.
Looks like Rajiv and Mario are pretty close here.
It's neck and
neck. Yeah.
Yeah, as one would say. This is pretty cool, y'all. Get your votes in. How much longer?
Keep your votes in. We got lots. Yeah, everybody's gotten voted. Yeah, this is awesome.
The fact that everybody's gotten a vote, I think, is impressive. Thank you all for showing up and voting. I really appreciate it.
Oh, PR11 says it with drop down for all. My eyes can't see anymore.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I didn't see it either, and I wrote it. Oh boy.
That's okay. Last week I took a quiz and I had actually seen the quiz before and I still got 3rd in it.
That's awesome. All right. So let's keep it open. What do you think for another minute or so?
Yeah, let's give it another minute because we only got about 5 minutes left. So yeah.
Yep. Cool. I guess we can also talk about the fact that what we're planning in January is having like an empathy workshop around console customizations. And I don't know if we'll have time today, but next week we'll definitely send out a link for, and it's not you have to join, but like sign up to get information about it. Ollie and I are going to be organizing that, talking about how we can get requirements for the future, and love to have, community, internal Red Hatters, customers, et cetera, join with that. Clearly we got a bunch of really cool ideas here as well. So
just in case you don't know what a customer empathy workshop is, it's about a 2 to 3 hour session where we work together with all y'all, and we do a bunch of problem statements and then group ideation. So it's kind of a fun activity. It's very interactive. Your voices will be heard, and it's a great feedback mechanism for us to, help drive our backlog for the console. So fun times.
oh, we still got movement here.
Yeah.
Wow.
3 and 11 are neck and neck for third. Who's going to get the hoodie?
Oh man, 5 and 6 just switch spots. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you to everyone
Seriously.
following along, submitting their votes and their feedback. And thanks again to each of the contributors who submitted PRs. Excellent illustrations of how you can customize your experience and make it more focused and more welcoming for your team.
Yeah, this has been great. Also, too, this is just completely, people are doing this just because they're enjoying working on OpenShift, right? It's not because they're getting a t-shirt, but
Right.
it's, they love the product, and it's great to see people joining
Whoa.
in here. So we got a lot of movement going on.
It's just fascinating to see this stuff move.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. Okay. So
Chris, you're gonna have to tell us when we stop the voting.
I mean, it keeps moving. Like I would say, let's stop in like 30 seconds. So like 30 seconds, y'all.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Every vote counts.
Gosh. I mean, I
Crazy.
was worried about a tie for third and how we were going to handle that at one point, but it looks like that PR13 is pulling ahead pretty good. How many votes are in so far? Can you see that yet or not?
I can't see that
43
from here.
is what I'm
Yeah,
seeing.
can you? Okay.
Down lower right there. Sorry.
Sweet.
That's
Yeah,
pretty.
a lot
That's
of
pretty
votes.
good.
That's
That
pretty
is
good
awesome.
votes, given the fact that thank you all for voting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
That's
2 and
amazing.
3 now are neck and neck.
Oh boy. All right. Let's I'm gonna say at 11:58 we're calling it and done. All right.
All right. I'm taking a screenshot. Download the results.
This is
That
awesome.
was awesome. Very,
That's great.
very cool.
Thank you all for voting. Thank you all for participating. This has been an awesome show, by the way. Right? Like just seeing all the creativity from everybody is truly amazing.
And we're gonna try, as mentioned, we're gonna try getting the top 3 on next week to kind of walk us through in a live cluster, showing off some of the customization they were able to create.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
So tune
Amazing.
in next week. We'll have hopefully live demos more than just the README, and more challenges with screen sharing next week yet again.
It was
Fantastic.
awesome. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks
All right.
everybody for all your submissions
Yes. Next up.
and for joining us and voting.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Next up, is thank you all for voting. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for watching. Next up is OpenShift Commons briefing. We're going to talk about data-driven engineering and Project Thoth, THOTH. I don't know if it was a Hoth thing that might have been trademarked, or maybe, I don't know. I can't say it to save my life, but Thoth, I'll just call it that. And we'll catch you next week. So thank you all so much for participating and joining and voting. Catch you then.